the Honorable Speaker, the Leader of Majority in the County Assembly of Kirinyaga, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable members of the County Assembly of Kirinyaga, members of the County Executive Committee of Kirinyaga, led by my very able Deputy Governor, all the teachers who are present, officials from the national county government, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am honored today to preside over this swearing-in ceremony of the noble women and men who have been called to serve as members of the County Executive Committee. They have successfully gone through a meticulous process of recruitment in line with the Constitution of Kenya and all the relevant laws that govern the appointment of public officers. Our CEC team brings with it a vast experience in management of public affairs. Under their guidance, we will be moving closer to the achievement of the Mountain Cities Blueprint 2032 that envisions a county enjoying productivity through maximum realization of its potentials for sustained socio-economic development. The Kirinyaga County Executive Committee members, Jacqueline W. Njogu, Georgian Karoki, Dr. Gashara John, Calbert Munene Njeru, James Kinywa Mutugi, Veronica Wangari Waweru, Reverend Samuel Kajombe, Jared Ndwega Mwegwe, and Dennis Gishobi Mushimi, I congratulate you. I congratulate each one of you. Your appointment comes as a result of years of hard work and selfless service rendered in your various fields of expertise within and outside of the government. For some of you, this promotion is an acknowledgement of your dedication to our transformational journey in the past years as we pursued our delivery goals. You were tested and found capable by all our stakeholders. Kirinyaga County residents have given us the mandate to empower and enable them to improve their quality of life. From now on, they are your employers, and they shall start demanding quality services from you. Serving the public will call for a lot of sacrifice from you to deliver with efficiency as expected. As the county executive, we will strive to be excellent stewards of unquestionable integrity, meticulous accountability, focused on empowerment and building trust, unfailing diligence, and inspiring teamwork. Our season 2 of Kirinyaga Rising journey has now started. I expect seamless and speedy completion of ongoing projects and initiation of new ones aligned to our integrated development plan. Ladies and gentlemen, just to summarize the expectations that I have as the governor of Kirinyaga County to the team that is in front of me. To the CCM in charge of agriculture, you will find on your desk the Wezesha Kirinyaga project. We have already funded or touched over 50,000 households. We expect that this number will triple before 5 years are over. We expect you to initiate projects in poultry, dairy, tomato, avocado, fish, and beekeeping, amongst others. We expect that you will additionally recruit more groups to expand the program and impact the intended impact to be felt in every household. I expect that you will begin and complete the construction of the tomato processing factory that we have promised to our farmers, because this falls under your docket. I also expect that the coffee revitalization program that we have in the county shall continue so that our farmers can continue to earn increased incomes from their produce. I thank you. In health, we have been undertaking massive infrastructural service delivery reforms. Dr. Karoki, you have been part of it. I expect that you will now fully complete the Keregoya Level 5 hospital and have it finished in another month or so for official opening. That we shall also finish the Kimbimbi and Kenyaga upgrades from level 3 to level 4 and finalize the pending health centers that have not been finalized. I think there are about 15 of them. We expect the health management integration system to also be complete, and as we launch the Keregoya Hospital shall be the beginning of rolling out the integrated health management system to the entire county of Kirinyaga. We also our human resource as required, our oncologists, our ICU and HDU staff to ensure that Kirinyaga people are served as expected. To the Department of Finance, you have an enormous task ahead of you, but the biggest challenge that I will give you is that of improvement of the revenue collection. We are told by CRA that we are collecting less than 30% of what Kirinyaga should be collecting, and we missed our target this year. I expect you to reform that department and increase the revenue that we collected last year by a minimum of 50%. The Department of Cooperative Development, you have been charged to work together with KIDA, the Kirinyaga Investment Development Authority, to ensure that we get our industrial park in Sagana. If this is actualized, I expect also under you to finalize, we already have the resources for this, the construction of the rice husks factory, as this also falls in your docket amongst the many other tasks that you'll find on your desk. In the lands department, you will be required to ensure proper urban planning that is carried out and that all our assets and land that have been grabbed or encroached has been reclaimed. Recently, we have seen buildings that have been built near the water catchment areas. We are not allowed to go above 4 floors or 5 floors, and some of them have gone up to 7 floors. We expect action to be taken. We also expect that we will have our title deeds for Tigirishi so that we can enable the CEC of cooperatives to be able to pursue the industrial park agenda. We have a pending issue of South Ngariama, and we also have the Moya Settlement Scheme land case, and we hope that both of those will be amongst the things that you prioritize. To our CEC education, today we have managed to move one milestone to get our ECD learning in our county to move a level by transitioning our teachers from casual to permanent and pensionable. We hope that you will be able to absorb all the teachers as required, that you will continue with the improvement of the ECD centers and our youth polytechnics as has been already outlined to you. You will also continue with the disbursement of bursaries, and we hope that this will become more efficient with less complaints and that we will cover as much as possible the needy cases in the county. Thank you. For water and environment, it's expected to ensure cleanliness of our towns. I think we have made some strides, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Many towns are demanding skips. We also are in the process, as a country, undertaking an initiative to reverse climate change. And I hope that this department, with the resources that we have already found you under climate change, you will lead and set an example for other counties towards the realization of the planting of trees. We are required to plant, every individual, an average of 100 trees. And the Department of Water and Environment, we expect that you will partner with agriculture and partner with other stakeholders, climate change and education, and also cooperative to ensure that Kirinyaga meets its targets meaning you take the 700,000 people in Kirinyaga, multiply by 100, and start counting the number of trees that we are planting. We will be working towards the improvement of livelihoods of our women and youth and enhancing production in our Kaitheri Apparel Center, which employs women. We expect that we will also expand the empowerment program across the county, and I have no doubt, knowing that you have worked amongst women even during the political season and before that, that we will be able to achieve advanced women empowerment program in the county. You will partner with agriculture and cooperatives as well, together with education, to ensure that this is achieved. The sports department has been tasked with the construction of a sports academy in Sagana. In the Tigirishi land, we will have one section that will have the industrial park and another section that is supposed to have the sports academy. The sports academy we expect shall have football fields, basketball, tennis court, a golf course, and we already started a journey to help you towards that end, but that will be your main achievement in the next 5 years. In the meantime, we recently got our keys back for Waiguru Stadium from His Excellency the President, and we expect to see our teams facilitated to use that facility, the upgrading of Kirugoya, also the upgrading of all the other sports facilities in the sub-counties. We also will be looking forward to two things. One is an annual race or marathon in Kirinyaga County, and two, we hope that you will also be able to do on an annual basis a football tournament that starts all the way from the ward level up to the county level, and that should be an annual event. To execute those programs and many others, infrastructure. You are the backbone that holds the rest of us together. Everything that we do falls under your docket. You will ensure your team works with your team and cooperate with the county assembly as well to ensure every single project that we wish to undertake as a county is actually carried out. And I have no doubt that if you put your team together, because yours is a promotion from CEO, that we will be able to achieve that which we have set out to do. So from the hospital, to the health centers, the stadium, the polytechnics, the industrial park, everything is under infrastructure, and therefore your team of architects, engineers, and all the project managers, we expect that they'll put together to ensure that we succeed. There isn't anything else that we can say today, except that we're extremely proud of the team that is in front of us. I should mention at this point in time that I have given full mandate to my deputy, David Gedanda, to every single day supervise all of you, CECs, ensure that you report to him just like you report to me. When he calls you, it is me calling you. When he calls a meeting, it is me he's representing. He is usually in the office before 8, and I know very many people are very sad because he never leaves before 6 p.m. and they cannot leave when he's still in the office. But he's doing a good job helping me hold the fort together as we carry out our other duties nationally, and also as I run around looking for resources for all those things you have had that we want to do in Kirinyaga. So David Gedanda, I've given him not one docket. I have told him to backstop me in everything. And I think in the last 1 month or so, Kirinyaga County Executive have adjusted. I'm told you're adjusting well. There is a register for people to register when they come in and when they get out, so that we ensure officers are at work when they're supposed to be at work. This, we say, is Wera Warrior Season 2. And even if I will not be running again in 2027 as governor of Kirinyaga County, unless, of course, the constitution changes, which I hope it doesn't, we expect that we will exceed expectations of Kirinyaga people. The expectations are very high. Where we build 500 kilometers of road, we expect to say 1,000. Where we said we build 15 markets, we expect to say 30. Because we have the goodwill, we did it under very difficult circumstances. This time around, we have the support of His Excellency the President and the national government, and I think we can take Kirinyaga a lot further. I think I should mention here that the last time His Excellency was around, we made some requests, one of which was to get the buildings that were housing the Thiba Dam staff so that we can do a health center. Dr. Karoki, I want to inform you that we've already received correspondence and those buildings have already been given to Kirinyaga County by His Excellency the President. And the County Secretary will give you the correspondence and you can initiate the process of transfer with the support of the Lands Department so that we can see the soonest possible we can transform that area into a health center for the people around Thiba Dam. We already also have they've been instructed and we have the correspondence the same concerning the issue of Waiguru Stadium and therefore the CC Sports. You'll also liaise with the CS and you'll get the instructions of where to get the keys, keep them in good custody. We promised we will take care of the stadium, ensure that it maintains the standard that the national government has been having it in. And we also got the commitment for the 50 million for health, and we also have the commitment for the 400 million for the canals for the Moya irrigation scheme. The President is not joking. Even us who were surprised, we have all that with us. It is now upon us to do our bit where we promised Jacqueline for finance, we were to look for 200 complementary resources for the canals and also complementary resources for the health centers. Let us also hold on our side as we do the revised budget. To the County Assembly, I want to thank you for the support. I thank you for the brotherhood. Many of you, we stood together during the campaign and we worked together to get where we are. The only person I think we never worked with was the lone survivor. But he has since joined our team, and we work together very well as an entire team. I want to give you assurance of my support to work together with the executive, and we will be planning, as we've spoken with the Speaker, that when my team goes for orientation and for their annual planning, that you will join us for a day or two so that we can have a collaborative effort between the county executive and the county assembly so that we do not have any issues going forward in terms of implementation. But I thank you for the support so far. The ECD teachers, congratulations. There were some murmurs during the campaigns and some few threats from some people. But I told them I usually don't say something I don't mean, whether you vote for me or you don't. I promised that we will do permanent and pensionable. And if I'm not wrong, I am the first county in the Republic of Kenya to transition the ECDs from casual to permanent and pensionable. It took a lot of sacrifice. We adjusted many of our programs to find the additional over 103 million shillings. I want to ask you, now that you have gotten this motivation, to double your efforts to improve our learning in our ECD centers and let us be an example to the other counties what motivated staff can do to transform education in their counties. I know that from what I have been given is that the lowest paid teacher will take home at least 22,000 shillings, up from 11,000, whereas the highest paid will take about 49,570, up from 15,000. And I'm very, very glad, and I hope that this will motivate us to up our standards of education in Kirinyaga County. I think I will end there and say thank you very much for coming at short notice, all of you. And thank you to our CECs for agreeing to work in Kirinyaga County. We know that our standards are high. We push very hard for delivery, but we know that all of you are up to the task. So thank you, and even as you put your foot forward, ensure teamwork and work together with your departments to ensure we deliver. Thank you, County Assembly, for your partnership, and we look forward to a great 5-year Wera Warie Season 2. Asanteni sana.